by now, I believe everyone knows that vybz Kartel was actually released, and there's something very interesting that people are talking about, and this is about Graves' disease. Now, it is alleged that vybz Kartel has the Graves' disease, and some people have actually coined the term Graves' heart disease. If you watch the video of vybz Kartel and even the pictures of vybz Kartel the moment he was released, you will have noticed these few things. So the first thing you'll notice is that he has specks on or sheds on his eyes. The second thing you'll have noticed, if you zoomed some of the pictures, you'll notice that he has some sort of swellings around his eyes, and even on the sides there's some sort of abnormality around his sides of the eyes, and also slightly above below the neck there's some sort of abnormality. Now this can actually be because maybe he's grown older over the time, but since he has Graves' disease, there's something, or the above symptoms are usually indicative of something known as ophthalmopathy, and this is actually a condition that is usually associated very much with the Graves' disease. What is Graves' disease? Now, Graves' disease is actually an autoimmune disease. And when I say autoimmune, it is just a simpler term for your immune system actually attacking your cells or your own body. So you have the immune system that is supposed to attack foreign things in your body, bacteria, plasmodium, etc. But it is now attacking specific cells in your body. Now, Graves' disease is an autoimmune disease, and this involves the thyroid hormone and the thyroid gland. So in the case of Graves' disease, you have a situation in which your immune system or the cells of your immune system are producing too much antibodies that are attacking the cells of the thyroid gland and etc. Every human being needs the thyroid hormone. The thyroid hormone is very important for your human body, growth, development, digestion, like it is important for everything. And the way your body is able to regulate the thyroid hormone is usually quite interesting. So you have a section of your brain known as the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus will always secrete something or a hormone known as the thyroxine release hormone, TRH, and this TRH will actually move towards the anterior part of the pituitary glands, and there the pituitary glands will actually secrete another hormone known as TSH. Now this TSH, or the thyroid stimulating hormone, will actually be released in your blood, and it will head towards the cells that have receptors for this hormone. And most of these cells are found in your thyroid gland, and even in some cells, including behind your eyes, etc. Now, once it binds over there, it stimulates these cells to produce the thyroid hormone, that is the T3 and the T4 hormones. Now, normally, when your body has secreted the TSH and the cells have actually released this thyroid hormone, once the levels are at a certain level, this thyroid hormone, the T3 and T4, will actually inhibit the secretion of the TRH hormone in your brain, in the hypothalamus. Now, that actually ensures that at any time there is a stable amount of thyroid hormone in your body. However, if you have the Graves' disease, what happens is that your cells will continuously produce the antibodies, and since the antibodies are quite similar to the TSH, they end up binding to the cells that have that receptor, and you have a situation in which your cells are now continuously producing the thyroid hormone, and that becomes the problem that you end up, or what vybz Kartel is actually having right now. So the whole system that is meant to cut off and ensure stability becomes very useless, and it also becomes affected. Now, most people will be asking, what can be done to vybz Kartel, and where did people come up with the heart disease, etc. Now, in most cases, if you have Graves' disease, there is a high chance of you developing congestive heart failure and even other complications that involve the heart, because you need the thyroid hormone for proper functioning of your heart. However, if this hormone is in excess, what can happen is that your heart can be affected, and even the arteries that are supplying your heart can also be affected. So that is where the whole thing of the heart issue is coming in, and there's a possibility that he has a heart problem or will develop a heart problem. Now, what is the cure for this, or what can be done? Vybz Kartel, I'm sure by now he'd been using medication, and the most common way of handling this is usually medication. He will be given medication that has some sort of radioactivity in which, and once the chemicals in the medication break down, they release energy, and the energy is expected to destroy cells that secrete the thyroid hormone. Now, if you attack the cells that are, or if you destroy the cells that are actually secreting the thyroid hormone in the thyroid gland, what happens is that the levels can be stabilized, they can be reduced in some case, but that doesn't really guarantee that you'll fully recover. Now, if the medication aspect or the chemotherapy aspect of it fails, then the other option would be for vybz kartel to undergo surgery, and the surgery can either remove part of the thyroid gland or the whole thyroid gland, and that also comes with its risks, because it can also increase the chances of him developing congestive heart failure, cardiovascular problems, and many other problems that can actually develop over the period of time. So what needs to happen is that you guys need to pray for vybz kartel very much, and hope that he recovers. Now that he has been freed, the medications get to work even much more effectively, and he gets to recover. And that is the whole aspect about the Graves' disease that everyone is busy searching in relation to vybz kartel. Now, guys, if at all you have benefited in one way or another from this video, I'd like you guys to donate anything that you have through my phone number below this video, or through my PayPal that I'll attach below this video. And this is very important because it enables us to analyze these videos even much more. And I also have a camera to replace. I'd talked about it some few days ago. So it will really help me in just ensuring everything in regards to video production is even much better.